Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Something bad's gonna happen. Hold up. I've done everything that he's told me to do. I've done the complete opposite. Start of told me to go through the left door, went through the right, and now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Here we go.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Asking for...
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
Who is she? Who is she? Who's she? It's a black. I don't want to go through here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tickle my bumhole and call it Mo. Whoa!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. What? If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. Yo, what's going on, girlfriend? What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Oh, shit.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
What?
All right.
Oh, no.
Okay,
This turned into a horror movie.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, no. Oh!
Gotcha.
What?
Oh, come on.
What?
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No.
They want to commit their life to you.
No.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come
See
inside.
what is the matter?
Let me show you what's really going on here.
Where'd you go?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Good morning, light. Press 1 on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him. And every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press T. Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
You know what? This is sort of explaining what I'm doing, and I'm not liking it.
He's eating lunch. Now
I'm not eating
he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Hey.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, TV. Indeed.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he
All right.
wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Walking
Down
around the
one
corner.
path
Thank you
lay an
very much.
enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it
A game with a
the Stanley Parable.
Kid's story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy.
Okay,
And
now.
so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again,
Come on.
over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end.
don't care.
That he might always feel this free.
give us some
Surely there's
privacy,
an answer
man.
down some new path. Mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
So I hate to tell you, I don't have a wife.
But there is no answer.
I don't have a wife.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is
don't
pushing the
need-
same buttons he always
What?
has.
But-
Nothing has changed. The longer he
What?
spends here, the more invested
Where's she
he
gone?
gets. The more he forgets which life is
Where?
the real one.
Baby, come back. Baby, come back.
And I'm trying to.
Honestly, I
tell
think
you
every time I push a
that in
button, a
this
pin in my
world, he
office
can
comes
never
into this
be
room.
anything but an observer. That as long as he remains
standing
here,
right here.
he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I won't. I won't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'll listen to you now. See? I'll prove it to you. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna press it. I'm still not pressing it. Here's the trick question, I know it. I'm not. I got all the time in the world, my friend. You know, I got yoga. I don't know, I'll wait. I don't care, yellow is shit. No, I can't miss a week of yoga, I can't.
You see?
I can't.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Tickle my
How can
bum.
I get him
Do
to
it.
see what
No,
I
it's-
see? How can I make him look at himself?
I need to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose. The same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
What?
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
What?
Maybe this time.
Oh, that was
And I
scary.
tried again.
Huh?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I
What? Are you serious? Oh my
A
lord.
soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it...
That's so we'll end that episode of I forget the name, I'm just gonna call it Stanley. Poor old Stanley being molested by God knows what, who. I don't know what it is, I don't know who it is. And I guess every time we do a different option we can end the episode and see what goes on. So end of another episode and see you in the next one.